Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Surviving Mars playthrough, where things have not been going well actually. We have been struggling, we're just about back on top now. Oh, by the way guys, I've worked out how to get rid of and put these. There's a little pin button here, and you can pin and unpin things really easily. So the colonists I was getting on the bottom are probably ones I accidentally, yeah. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Oh, I'm still low on polymers, aren't I? We've got lots of polymers going up here, but I need more engineers, the polymers. I think I'm probably going to throw an engineering bay. I need to get the metals out of there. Let's speed up our time. They'll get the last one out of there, and then we'll get this guy going. Okay, now that we've actually got the machine parts out, we needed to repair things. I need to sort out my polymers. I need to get an engineering dome together, which is going to be this one long run. This will be my engineering dome, so we'll probably throw everybody out other than engineers and no specialisation guys. How are we doing on energy? We're still a little low on energy. I'm a little concerned about that.
Resources are low.
It is night time, however. Right, he's going along. I've got a reasonable amount of concrete. Where's the next concrete? So it's quite hard to get the last little bits out of concrete out of some of these. Where's really good concrete? There was a really good concrete deposit somewhere, wasn't there? But I don't know exactly where. Oh yeah, up here, which is probably, I'm probably going to put a dome up here soon, so... oh wow, that's going to get me a nice chunk of money, because that's completely full of rare metals, guys. Which is nice. We need to get some repairs going here. Let's just check. I think this dome is... yeah, we're just allowing geologists and engineers here, no specialisations. We've got the geologists simply for here. Oh wow, we have unemployed people. And we're still making naff all of these. Let's turn this on for now. That's good. We've still got somebody unemployed. But that'll do for now. As I said, this one's going to become my education dome.
Cable fault reported. Pipe leak
You know,
reported.
I'm going to replace this with a park, simply because I don't want to be wasting time on that. I don't want to be wasting electronics at the moment. And parks do really help them, guys. So parks are really good for upping the comfort level of your people. So put some alleys in, and then let's put another small alleys at the back. There you go. So we've got a nice little bit of grass there. We're going to have this. We're going to have a university in there as well, long run.
Pipe leak reported.
Right. I don't have engineers here, and I think that's my big problem at the moment, is I'm lacking engineers. Let's have a look. I don't think I actually have any engineers up here at all, which isn't necessarily good. That's probably causing this to actually struggle quite a bit. Again, we're trying to rationalise everything we've got at the moment, because we do have quite a few people, but as I said, we are struggling quite a bit at the moment. Still have unemployed people down here. These are good because they do, but they are good. They're more comfortable, but they also have less people in them. See, these are cheaper to maintain. These aren't actually that bad to maintain. They're just expensive to build. I think when I get mega domes, I will probably go back to the smaller living quarters and arcologies. One thing I hadn't realised you can do is you can actually go into some of these, I do believe. to an extent, but you can look right in
Funding
at these
received.
people and what they're doing, which is quite cool actually. So right down here, and I can actually look at them, and there is a somewhere. Let's pause. There is a screenshot mode, photo mode. There you go. And we can go and look around our map and take screenshots, which is quite cool. Now, I don't have a particularly pretty colony, but actually... let's try and get all the mass lumps of rubble out of the way. There you go, we can alter the field of view. Time of day. Oh, I quite like that. Turn off all our gameplay. Photo filter. Black and white. No, I don't like that. Let's tweak this. Fog off. Oops.
I'm Penem, host of Mars Official Radio. We just received a letter from Magdalena, who works as a psychologist.
I like that. I'm probably going to cut this chunk out of it. And there you go. I have taken a screenshot, guys, and it's even told me where it is. Why is my PC's called something weird at the moment? I'm not quite sure why. Anyway, let's get back to actually playing the game, guys.
However, I do like the music you play and your informative commentary.
Sector scanned.
Right.
But I find it hard to come up with a suitable response. I will think
Do we have
back to
any?
you with an
No.
answer.
So I was looking for any anomalies I can get at the moment. So we're back on track at the moment. I do need more polymers, and I'm very tempted to get a polymer thing going down here, but I don't want to be stealing people from these things. This is really good, and I can actually start trading this quite regularly, I think, because we've got really good production. So actually, I am going to bring some polymers. We're going to use those rare metals to trade for things like the things we need at the moment. So this dome is going to be being used to actually get us more stuff. Right, what are people lacking here? Gambling, exercise, relaxation, and shopping. They should have shopping. You don't need to fulfill everything people have, guys, by the way. So you don't need to be 100% worried about getting every single thing done. Obviously, the more you have, though, the healthier your people are going to be. See, here's suffering because it lacks polymers. Polymers is my big lack at the moment, guys. I really need to be able to turn all of these off, which I can't afford to at the moment. Stirling generators are great because when they're closed, they don't actually use any... they don't need any maintenance, so actually they are really good. I've got far too many. These are eating, my wind farms here are eating my my machine parts, because they all take machine parts, whereas these guys only take metal. So as I said, we're going to move up here. We're going to get in fact, we're going to get you clearing here to start with, so you can load resources, metals, and then you can bring them back over here again to unload there. I just messed that up, didn't I? Right, you can... Oh. Right, load. Let's set up a transport route. Load metals, and then we'll actually come down here to unload them because we've got more room there. Right, this dome is pretty much set, so let's open her for business. We've already set the filters up on this one, I do believe. Yeah. So people will slowly filter into this dome, guys. I'm not going to force people in. That said,
Research complete.
I am going to force people in to an extent. I'm going to start not allowing children in my other domes, which will cause all of my children to be moved to that dome, hopefully. Or, you know, we'll just chuck them outside. Oh, no, you are. Oh, I thought I'd set this one up. And we don't want specializations here. So anybody with specialization is not allowed in this dome. Nice, so that's got us some extra people with the life from Mars. Ooh, we can get a science institute. That'll be nice for us to get. That's good. I want to get that. Colonize without proper specification, without the proper qualifications, will receive less of a penalty. And that's going to be really good for me because I'm really suffering from penalties at the moment. Ooh. Wonder Project Mohole extracts metals, rare metals, and waste rock without the need of a deposit while heating the surrounding area. Mohole shafts that dig exceptionally deep into the Martian crust, releasing heat as part of the potential terraforming project effort. Ooh, that's really good. Oh wow, and these. Oh, I want both of these. They are huge, guys. This is an excavator. That allows me to just get concrete from the soil, and this allows me to get everything else is cancelled, guys. I'm sorry, they are...
No active research.
They are ridiculously important ones, because they are going to mean that I'm not going to need to be jumping around quite as much. This is also good, but these guys will mean I can actually not necessarily be having to run around so much. I can pretty much keep where I am if I have them. Now, I don't know if they need people to run them, but they are really big, so... I don't know why I told that to repair. Let's get our polymers in. Let's build a polymers pile here. My colony is very messy, guys. I do realise this. But we've got plenty of food. We are still using food, though. Why are some of my geologists not in here anymore? Yeah, we're still getting 8.7, and you can get filled up quickly. Why are you pinned? Right. Does here have colonists? Yes, we have lots of kids here now who are in the school. We do want to get a Martian university here as well. Because that'll start training these guys up with specializations, guys. Now, I'll work out how many people there are. We want a mix of both. And again, long term, I would probably prefer to have a larger dome doing this, but we'll see. How are they doing here? They're actually relatively happy, so we'll keep that as it is. People are still struggling a little bit here.
Sector scanned.
What are they wanting at the moment? They want gaming, exercise. I've got gaming. I'm not going to do gambling. They want relaxation. A lot of those buildings they've already got.
Cable fault reported.
And in fact, they have gaming from... Oh, they don't have gaming. Okay, so I'm going to get myself a electronics store which will supply gaming, and then we are going to do some more greenery bits to keep them happy. Let's put a rock garden down and some more alleys. We've probably got a few bits in here we can fill in as well. Can we put things right at the edge here? No. That should up the general happiness in that dome. And in fact, let's have a look at some of my others as well, because I've been a bit remiss in some of these too, with the extra bits. go. I don't think I've got any more room in that one. That should all help keep my people a little bit happier. Right, first things first, I'm actually going to swap around my research. I want the excavator first. Now that's going to take quite a bit for us getting. Do we have any money to outsource? We don't. So it's going to take us quite a while to get at the moment. But that is a huge... If I can get to that, that's a really big boost for us. Let's just check. You know what, that's cheap. I'm going to grab that first because it's just going to mean that everything else will work a bit better. So, how are we doing? We've got plenty of them left. How's our metals deposit doing? Still got plenty left there. As I said, we will jump over here next because there's a huge amount. This will be a pure geology dome then. I might make this my education dome up here, guys, once we've done that. As I said, we can tweak things as we go around. That is completely doable. Once we've got those big things, though, once we've got all those big things, I'm going to make a journey up here and try and build all my domes in one place. We'll see how much I get from them. But if I can build all my domes, once I've got there, if I can build sort of city up here with permanent buildings, that'd be quite cool, because there's some nice terrain up here. It'll look pretty. Obviously that's not an important thing, but you know it is. Okay, we're burning through our polymers at the moment. How are you doing for things? You're getting filled up nice and quickly. I'm sure there were more metals up here for you to pick up. No, you've actually got most of them already. Let's have a look for another nice chunk of metals for you to go and pick up. But you pick up there. Oh, there's loads here as well. And deposit here, and then once you're done with that, we'll go on to the other one.
The mission evaluation period is over, and the results of our efforts are visible. A steady track of technological milestones can be traced back to the moment the very first rocket landed on the Red Planet.
Nice! So final score for our evaluation. So we've passed the mission evaluation, which is nice. What's going on with this? I don't want to attempt to pierce it. It is being powered up. We'll see what happens once it's powered up, guys. I want to... How much metal do I have? I've got plenty of metal, so we are going to build a load more solar panels, guys. They're in power, of course. I prefer solar panels simply because they are easier to maintain. I have seen some people doing some very pretty patterns with solar panels later on in their games, which is quite cool. You can make things look a lot prettier than I do, guys, let's be honest. But it's not always about
Sector
being pretty.
scanned.
Right, I've got enough to put a few more of these guys out. Get 3 more of them out to start with. That'll eat up a big chunk of my polymers. But hopefully, in fact, can I close these at the moment? Yeah, we can already close them in the day. Once we've got these, what I need is more batteries, actually. So we've got a ton of storage. Actually, I don't need more batteries. So long as we're reasonably positive in the day, I just need to get myself more positive in the day. And once we're more positive in the day, it's actually going to make things a lot easier. In fact, I'm not even going to bother with 3 of these. I'll put 1 more in.
Your reliable source for the music you love.
No, wrong one. You can move down here. You can be sent to here. This is where we start having the problems at night when things are closed up. Well, the building's not working. That's because you don't have enough fuel. I'm going to get myself another fuel depot going. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, you're going to be in that one, the materials one. How are all of these guys doing? Low, 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 low. Let's make sure all of these guys are on absolute maximum use. Maintenance requirements.
Definitive
they
contact
need to be first.
with an extraterrestrial being for the first time in the history of mankind.
Mission Control was struck speechless as the half-excavated sphere finished the job itself and unburrowed fully on its own, then began moving, levitating with the aid of some propulsion method unknown to us. Around it, temperatures fell drastically, creating a cold area that was moved about with it. Mission Control is scrambling to predict where it is headed, and if the cold zone is a byproduct of the method, or more like its function. These are excited times as the sphere begins moving. Interesting.
It seems to be absorbing any sort of electrical current in close proximity. In other words, it's feeding on our batteries.
Well, that's annoying. While we aren't sure if the sphere has any set destination, it's hovering towards. We have enough evidence to say that a new process has been initiated by the sphere. For what purpose, we cannot say. The sphere drains batteries and charges quicker. So it's sucking up my power at the moment, and it's causing a cold area, which is not good. In fact, I'm going to chuck down an underground heater here. We need a pipe for this.
Vehicle battery low.
Just to try and keep a bit of this area, because they can freeze up to an extent, and I've got some of these things here which are really important, which will freeze up. That's going to take out a little area. I might need to pop another one out here. Right, let's destroy this. He's still going. I can charge him when I need to.
The mirror sphere has mission control in total chaos, though that's expected given what we saw.
In a moment of pure awesomeness, the sphere is split into two identical spheres. The new objects have grown to the exact same size as the previous one. The second sphere is now entirely independent from the first, moving in a direction of its own choosing, yet the two spheres are clearly interacting with each other at a distance. Their humming frequencies are changing simultaneously, and the more they resonate, the more a slight ionization of the atmosphere around them becomes evidence. At the moment of splitting, vast amounts of data were gathered by our instruments, so we have the means to dig deeper within the mystery. Until then, we can predict some event that will trigger a certain resonance frequency has been reached by the spheres. Okay, spheres have divided into two. Do we have a tech for this now? No.
Over the years, I noticed how I absorbed parts of the American culture.
Okay, they're wandering off now.
I believe that I influenced America too.
Let's cancel these then.
The exact same kind of absorption is taking place right now on Mars. I'm changing, and the planet will change too.
We have a cooldown to an unknown event.
The humming's less than subtle now, with the added bonus that it's clearly harming any colonists that come too close.
While it does not seem to be lethal in any moderate doses, any colonist subject to the sphere's influence has shown signs of deteriorating health and needs a solid few days at the infirmary. Our researchers have several theories on what this phenomena is, And should we prioritize it? We may be able to come up with a way to protect our citizens from the harmful presence of a sphere. So I've got a new tech which I'm going to be jumping on first to protect my guys from the sphere. So let's jump straight onto that. Fortunately, it's 5,000 actually. It's not that cheap. Let's throw some extra funding in and let's get this rocket on its way as soon as we can. He's not quite ready now, but he is full, so... Oh wow, we have homeless citizens. Let's get another residence on the way. But people are much happier here now. They're struggling a little bit here.
The spheres just keep dividing. This level of technology, we can't even begin to comprehend it.
The new sphere also exhibits the humming of previous two and is also resonating with them in the atmosphere around it. We have adjusted the predicted trigger point of the unknown event, and now it's expected to come earlier due to the high sphere count. The good news is that the more there are, the more observation material for our scientists. We should be able to paint a general picture of progress after investing some time. I can't decide if this is good or bad, however, has it made it cheaper? Oh. Okay, let's just concentrate on the spheres for now. This is not going well, actually. I would prefer this to not be happening. There you go. These have been frozen up now. In fact, I should have kept building that there. This is not actually that
Sector
good.
scanned.
Infrastructure building. Do we have some space here? No. Right, let's get some cable to here. And now it's moved on. It's basically building wherever I have lots of batteries, but I need to protect this bit because this is my main oxygen and water storage area. So if I lose this for any length of time, it's going to start causing real problems for my colonists
reported.
as they freeze up. You can see they're hitting over there as well, but that's not so bad. But this is still not good. Okay, we've got the extra building built. How are we doing on... See, here's nowhere near full. Why is this place not full and the other is? Where do we have spare people? So we've got 11 unemployed there.
Cable fault reported.
3 unemployed here. How many does this place take? See, we could put quite a few more into there. It's a bit annoying that they're all here. Oh, this is not good. We're getting more and more spheres, guys. Yeah. You can return to Earth. These guys will keep this area relatively secure, which is good. That's a big important area to keep going. Let's get an extra building in this one too. I can choose the traits we get in here too, to an extent. You can both open up, so you're constantly training these guys up. Because we've got a lot of engineers we need. And these guys will slowly become engineers and other things and get moved out. We still have some homeless guys in here, which is odd because we've got plenty of room for them. That gives us 7 unemployed. I'm going to get some extra polymer production underway here because we've got engineers here. Which one's polymer in? This is going to be my engineering dome, so that kind of makes sense for us to do here. Assuming everything doesn't get frozen. And if we're producing the polymers, we don't need to be sending away as many of these guys, though I'm going to be forcing geologists to work in there to an extent, because we are quite low on engineers. That said, hopefully here is going to start pumping out engineers.
To scan.
We still have unemployed people in here, actually. Only 1, though. Okay, this up here is lovely, actually.
Pipe leak reported.
Let's start scanning down here.
Funding received.
That's a big chunk of funding, which is going to go straight into research for the time being. And 1 more rocket full of polymers. Not as many polymers, but this is just to get it back here quickly. This is frozen up at the moment. This is becoming a pain. Which is why I'm helping rush through this by upping this. I kind of wish I could outsource more. I wish I had more scientists here. But I haven't been really concentrating on my science, so... not necessarily a good idea for me to have not concentrated on my science, actually. So how quickly do these guys gain specializations? That's what I want to know. These guys all need, oh, they're irradiated? Oh, is this from the spheres? This is becoming problematic, guys. Hey, but at least we have plenty of people in the polymer factory. Yeah. They are basically slowly breaking all my buildings as well. This could get bad, actually. I am quite concerned by this. We've still got a countdown to the unknown event going on. Yeah. It's all fun and games until something goes horribly wrong. Anyway, guys, we are going to be ending this one here. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. Join us next time when we work out what's going on with these spheres and if we have a good way of stopping them. I am still slightly concerned by this, but we'll see how it pans out, guys. as always, thank you very much for watching, guys. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and let's get ourselves a passenger rocket with just engineers on and geologists on before I forget. And actually, we have plenty of matching, guys. I don't want any more gamblers on my colony. So we've still got loads of matching colonists, actually. So we are going to get this passenger rocket on its way. Why is it suddenly dropped? Interesting. Yeah, I want as many as I can, really. Quirks. We don't want any quirks. Right, let's launch. That rocket is now on its way. And I am going to be stopping it here, as I just said, guys. As always, thank you very much for watching, guys. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, please feel free to comment down in the comments. Or you can jump over to my Discord, which is linked in the comments and in the description. There are also links there to my Twitter and my Patreon, guys. Now, just so you all know, anything which does go into my Patreon is just going to get filtered back into this. For example, at the moment, I'm saving up for a new graphics card. Nothing will ever be hidden away from everybody, you know. I'm not going to ever give anything just to the Patreon, guys. Everything will always be public to everybody, because as far as I'm concerned, anybody who watches this is awesome, and thank you very much. Thank you for your time, guys.